Decent Human says, Ed, you've been helping me. As a queer person with a mega sister, you've helped me to have peace in my heart. Thank you for being here. You're very, very, very welcome. I want to share something with you. I'm not going to get into the specifics of it, but we get dozens of emails every day. And my wife has actually taken on the responsibility of being the primary contact. She's the first person that reads those emails and reaches back out to the writers, to the people who sent them. She shared with me the other day an email from a trans person. And this person was talking about the genuine fear they have right now as an American, as a person living in the United States. It's not superfluous. It's very genuine. It's very sincere. And it's not that they fear government violence. Okay, like violence at the hand of government agents or officials. That's not what they're afraid of. What they're afraid of is that they'll experience violence at the hands of people who feel emboldened by this incoming government. That they will feel that they will be harmed, physically, mentally, emotionally, harmed by people who feel as though they have been given the right to hurt people like them. They've been given the right to hurt trans people. They've been given the right to hurt undocumented immigrants in general, that they've been given the right to hurt the people who are on the margins of their communities, the homeless, the addicted, that they've been given the right to hurt members of the LGBTQ community. That's who our trans friend is afraid of. And it's, again, very articulate, very sincere, very authentic, and genuine fear. It's not irrational. It's not conspiracy-oriented. It's just, there are going to be people, they're afraid that they know that there are people out there. We know that there are people out there who have been emboldened by Trump's win to do and say hateful things. And as time goes on and he takes his seat of power, that those people may actually... Anyway, it was at the end of one of their emails. They said something along the lines of this: but I guess that's why I have to love them. I guess that's why I have to love them, because they don't know what love is. I mean, what for shaming me? Oh my gosh, that is so perfect and beautiful. That's such a strong and courageous statement. Now, we're not all in their position, all right? And we don't know their entire context. But to be afraid of someone and then to say, I need to love the people that I'm afraid of because they don't actually know what love is. How are they going to, that's what it was. How are they going to know what love is if I don't love them? I mean, that's, I noticed in the comments there was a bunch of stuff people were talking about when it came to violence or pacifism, right? That's the point when Jesus says, love your neighbor as yourself. It's because your neighbor needs the experience of love, not just to feel loved, not just to receive the benefits of being loved, but to they need to experience it. They need to experience the radical love that we are supposed to have for them so that they have an understanding of what it actually looks like, what it actually is. How can I expect my neighbors to love others? How can I ask my neighbors to love others if they don't know what love looks like? And when Jesus says, Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. I mean, we can look at it from that because it's a big deal. Like, straight up, love my enemies. You're asking a lot, man. You're asking a lot. What? I'm not sure I can do that. You want me to love people who want to harm me. You want me to love people who want to destroy me. You want me to love people who hate the fact that I even exist. I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I want to do that. There are people that well, anyway, we won't get into, but if they hate you, you got to show them love, according to Jesus. Not just to be different, right? Not just so that you don't carry hate in your heart. So not just because you want to get rid of that poison and toxin out of your own system. We're supposed to love them. Because what if they've never experienced love before? What if I am their first experience with radical, Christ-like love? What if they have no idea what that word actually means? How powerful, how life-giving, how life-changing that word actually is. All of a sudden, that email that we received from our trans friend, all of a sudden, it changes Jesus' teachings. It's not only does it short circuit anger. Not only does some of his teachings bring about community growth and community development and people coming together. Not only does it make me a happier, more peaceful individual. Not only does am I able to receive the rewards of living this spiritual life. Our actions towards others, including our enemies, including those people who would destroy us, who say they would destroy us, those people that we're afraid of. Our words, our behaviors, our actions are also moments of teaching. They may not know. They may not know what love is. They may not know what peace is. They may not know what hospitality is. They may not know what provision is if we don't do it. But it takes courage. It takes audacity and boldness. It takes strength. It takes purpose. The recognition that this is what I am here for in this moment. So to our trans friend, God bless you for being such a wonderful teacher. God bless you for sharing that insight and for sharing your courage and sharing your compassion for people that you're literally afraid would harm you, physically harm you. And here you are wanting to help them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I pray that your teaching, that I'll take it to heart. I pray that anybody who can hear my voice telling this part of the story will be able to take it to heart. And that when the time comes, the situation comes, when the context is right, when the atmosphere and the environment are right, that the courage you describe would come to us as well. The strength you must have could be our strength as well. That we would be empowered, and as you are empowered, that we would be emboldened as you are. A world where you and I push back on hate. Actively and intentionally push back on hate. Not only are we combating Not only are we combating it, not only are we being intolerant of it, not only are we saying it's not okay and you mustn't do this and it's not acceptable, we're literally teaching against it. When I push back on hate, I am teaching people what love is. When I push back against those who would call me their enemy, I am showing them what love is. When I reach out into we're talking about enemies, we're talking about people on the other side of the aisle, but when I reach out and help someone who's in need, I'm showing them what love is. That's how the light keeps shining, right? That's how this all spreads. We change hearts, we change minds, we change behaviors by demonstrating to the world the power of love. We change hearts and minds and behaviors and words. We change this world by showing it. Well, by showing it and teaching it this better way. Amen.